All right, welcome to today's plays MLB Picks for May 29th. Gonna hop right into that recap. Um, Pirates Tigers was postponed yesterday, so no worries or no play for that one. Brewers pitiful, couldn't score one run off Ben Brown. They got no hit for man, I believe it was like 7 innings almost. It was a tough watch. But the Nationals also didn't pull through. Six scoreless out of Jake Irvin, and the Nationals offense hit into four double play balls yesterday. So that really killed anything they would have had going. But Luzardo gets there on the outs. It was not pretty, but he managed it. Huge fifth inning to get a seven pitch inning there. So or fourth inning, one of the two. But it was huge to get that. And then the Angels over 3.5. They made it sweaty, but um, Clay Holmes comes out the bullpen first pitch. Taylor Ward ropes double over Verdugo's head. They get it in and beat the Yankees. I believe they're 9-1 in their last 10 against the Yankees in Anaheim. So that's a little interesting, little fun little fact to note there. But other than that, we're just gonna hop right into it today. Cardinals plus 102 at the Reds minus 122. Andres Palante versus Frankie Montas here, and I'm playing the Cardinals here. It's a righty, so the Cardinals can hit righties, and the Reds cannot. They've been struggling. Their last 10 home games, they're scoring 3.6 runs on average, and that's including a 9-run blitz of the Dodgers. So their offense is really struggling at home, and then you give the Cardinals offense, who's been just roping lately. You give him Frankie Montas. He's given up 4, 3, and 4 in his last 3 games. With 3 home runs, he's walked 5 guys and struck out 7 in about 15.2 innings of work in the last 3. So he's been real struggling. He's not getting much ground balls. He's got a 11 point. That's wrong one there. He's got an 11.5% home run to fly ball ratio. The weather. I just had it up. I lost it. I believe it's blowing out unless I'm thinking of the wrong game here, but um, yeah, it's blown out to dead center, 10.3 miles an hour. I know the Cardinals bullpen is not somebody you really want to back, but even the last 2 games, I mean, the Reds have scored 4 total runs against the Cardinals at home here, and excuse me, they cannot hit even with one of the worst bullpens. They're not hitting, and the Reds used 2 of their better arms yesterday, and they're gonna have I believe it was right here. One. They're gonna have one, two, three, four. They're gonna have four righties available. So the Cardinals are better off there. So I'm just gonna back the Cardinals offense here, really, just to score more. I mean, realistically, if they score 4 runs, that should be good. Knock on wood, since just said that, but I don't have much faith in this Reds offense whatsoever. So especially versus a righty. So I'm going to back the Cardinals here at plus 102. Next game, Dodgers minus 124 at the Mets. This is kind of fairly easy for me. It don't matter if the Dodgers are down 2, 3 runs somehow. They're going to get to this bullpen. Bullpen is allergic to holding leads. They love nothing more than blowing a game. So we saw it yesterday too. 2-run lead through McGill's shutout. I think it was like 7 innings, and then they immediately blew it. So it's just what they've been doing. I don't trust them. And then if we're gonna look at the last 3 weeks for the Mets versus lefties, they are bottom 6 in the majors. They got a 24.6 K rate, only a 7% walk rate. They're batting 202, 278 on base with a 324 slug and a 122 ISO, 79 WRC plus. And they are not hitting the ball very well either. 29.5% hard hit, only a 34.5% fly ball, and a 47% ground ball rate. So I think the Dodgers offense may have found it yesterday a little bit. Not that they're going to erupt for 8 runs or anything, but, you know, they weathered that storm early from the Mets. Glasnow came back, held them. The offense came in and or bullpen came in, and the offense showed up, and then they shut them out in the second game here. So I'm going to put my faith in Paxton that he's going to at least be serviceable. Hold him to 2, maybe 3 runs. But yeah, once that bullpen comes in, the Mets are cooked. So give me the Dodgers minus 124 in the second little early afternoon game here. Next, we got Shota Imanaga versus Bryce Wilson in Milwaukee. I am on the first 5 under in this. Shota's just been he's I don't know what you get. He's been amazing. He's Cy Young, NL Rookie of the Year title contender. So he's been filthy. The Brewers' offense has been very slow to start games, and the Cubs they're struggling right now too. So and Bryce Wilson, yeah, his numbers may be a little scary, but I mean he doesn't allow runs. I mean it's no matter what he hasn't allowed more than 2 runs all year, in any of his outings. Coming out the bullpen, starting anything. I know he's got a really high hard hit rate and barrel rate, but um, they've just he's just been holding teams. I mean, 5 innings at Boston, 2 earned. 4.2 at Houston, 2 earned. Kansas City 0. St. Louis, who's been crushing righties, he held them to 2. Yeah, I mean, so I'm sure the Cubs will score 1, maybe 2, but this Brewers offense is also very slow to start. Shota has been lights out, and I think this is going to be another just big game where it's going to be a ton of or on the pitching to kind of just hold it down until later when the bullpens come in, and we've started to see runs and them both sides blow games. So I'm just going to take the first 5 under 3.5 here and just avoid the bullpens and really just not bank on the offenses doing much yet again here. Next, we have the Blue Jays at White Sox. Chris Flexen is taking the mound for the White Sox, and they get to deal with the bullpen. I'm on the over 4.5 here team total for the Blue Jays. I cashed out yesterday with a pitching change for whatever reason. Jake Woodford is not Randy Johnson. I don't know why I decided to take it off the board, but that got there no problem. It was a little sweaty, but they ended up putting up 7. I mean, that's just what the bullpen does too. They can't stop anything. And if we're looking at last 2 weeks, Toronto, like I said yesterday, versus righties, they are 32.2% hard hit. They got a 43% fly ball rate, and they are 4th best WRC plus wise. Versus righties, they got a 10.8% walk rate, 16.4% K. They're slashing 262, 347, 470, and they have a 208 ISO with 133 WRC plus. Wind is blowing out today. Where was that? Yep, wind's blowing out to right field, 11.5 miles an hour, 60 degrees. It's a little chillier, but that's about Chicago weather with all that wind inside. But sun's out, sand, and wind's blowing out. You're gonna give me Chris Flexen, who's, I don't know what he's flexing, but it's not good. Let me just pull up his page here. He's got a 10.2% barrel rate also. His last 3, 4 earned, 7 earned, 3 earned. That was against Washington, Baltimore, and New York. Now, yes, Baltimore and New York, very good offenses. Baltimore is better versus righties on the road as of late. So that was the fact that, he gave up 4. It's kind of just to his character. I mean, even earlier in the year, Cincinnati gave up 6, 3 and against KC, 4 against Atlanta. The one team he's held down was the Rays, which their offense is pretty pitiful too. So you're gonna give me a top 5 offense versus righties, and you're gonna throw Chris Flexen at me with his 6.49 home ERA. I'm just gonna take the team total over and let the bats do their thing here in this one, and then just if we want to just even bring up the bullpen, it's not pretty. They've got a here they are, a 5.52 FIP, a 4.9 xFIP here. They've got a 21.4% K rate, but a 13.7% walk rate. And the Blue Jays bats, they know how to draw a walk. So, not to mention White Sox allowing a 282 batting average, a 1.77 WHIP, and a 329 BABIP. And they're allowing a 35.7% hard hit with a 40.5% fly ball rate and a 14.7 home run to fly ball rate. These bullpen stats were all last 7 days, so they've been getting shelled, and a lot of hard hit fly balls, winds blowing out. Blue Jays get all 9 at bats. If they can't score 5 on flexing on this White Sox team, so be it. We're just running that team total again today. And then the final game, Yankees, Luis Gil versus the Angels and Tyler Anderson. I am on the Yankees first 5 3-way money line at -123. Yankees offense, they crush lefties as of late, and Tyler Anderson's been respectable. But this Yankees team just blew a game yesterday. They couldn't score off Griffin Canning, which was little surprising. They jumped on him immediately, and Canning managed to wiggle out of some jams in that game. So with Tyler Anderson, I know he's been solid. Just trying to pull up his page here. He's got a 9.1% barrel rate, a 43.4% hard hit rate. At home to Kansas City, he's allowed 3, Philly 3, Baltimore 2, and the Rays, he held them down. Again, the Rays doing what they do best. But on the road, he's much better. Houston and Texas, he gave up 1 earned, going 8 and 7 innings. Pittsburgh, he got shelled for 4. Cincy, 1 earned. Boston, 3 earned. So he's better on the road a bit, and at home with this hitter's park, winds blowing out at 7 miles an hour, 70 degrees. I think the Yankees bats will be able to get to him. I mean, if we're just going to look at this here, last 3 weeks, they're 6th in WRC+. They have a 9.5% walk rate, 17.1% K rate, slashing 253, 333, and 440 with a 187 ISO, 123 WRC+. And StatCast wise, hitting the ball, they are here you go, 30.7 hard hit, a 47.3% fly ball rate. And Tyler Anderson's got a last 3 outings, he has a 48.5% fly ball rate, 488 Sierra, and a 479 xFIP. So I think the Yankees bats are going to be able to get to him here. They just blew that game, and Luis Gil has been lights out. He's been phenomenal. He's off of the 8Ks. He just had 14 the week prior, and if we look at the Angels versus righties, they have not been very good. They're very good versus lefties, but righties they're not. They're climbing up. They're 10th, but Luis Gil, he's filthy. He's up there. He's already up there for AL Rookie of the Year. And if we're gonna look at where did his page go? He's got a 5.3% barrel rate, a 23.7% hard hit. So he's limiting that contact. It's not very good, or hard contact when they hit it. And if we're just going back and looking, you have to go back to April 26th for any game he gave up more than 1. So that's Seattle, the White Sox, Rays, Houston, and Baltimore. He has not given up more than 1 earned. He's striking guys out like crazy. The Angels are average at walk. They're sub average in strikeouts here, but I just don't trust that offense is going to be the ones that are going to beat up on Gil here. I like him to come out and do his thing. Maybe they catch one, Rengifo or Ward connects into one, and they rip a home run. But I'm getting all these Yankees bats with arguably like their best pitcher on the mound right now at -123 for the first 5. I'll be on that. I think they're going to kind of jump on Anderson a little bit here and cover that first 5. Like I'd said earlier, the Angels are 9-1 versus the Yankees in the last 10. So I mean, if you want to get crazy, maybe the Yankees first 5, Angels full game. Just if you want to get nuts with it, but I'm gonna just back Luis Gill in these bats to take over and have the lead after the 5. So recap for the picks here: we got Cardinals plus 102, Dodgers minus 124, the Cubs and Brewers first 5 under 3.5 plus 110. Blue Jays over 4.5 at minus 125, and the Yankees 3-way first 5 minus 123. If there are any other picks or anything else, I will tweet that out. But other than that, this should do it. Good luck with all your plays, and let's cash.